ever seen like beef fajita quesadillas?
Dude, the quesadillas from Taco Cabana?
Why'd you say it like that?
Beef fajita quesadillas?
Stop it.
Quesadillas.
Stop.
Cheesadillas?
Beef fajitas.
No.
Quesadillas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the one and only Raptorstrike Podcast. I am your host, Joey, aka Joey Schmoey on all social medias. To my right, we have
Raptorman 5.0.
I was thinking about this the other day, right? Can you turn up my mic a little bit? I was thinking about this the other day. Do you think they know your name?
No.
Because
Absolutely not.
It says Raptorman 5.0 and it's never
My name?
yes.
No.
So y'all don't get to know his name. What's it called? And to my front,
EcoBoom S550.
EcoBoom's S550, aka not Raptorman 5.0. How is everybody doing tonight? We see some people in the chat. DT Mav, first comment, he commented while we were premiering. Joey Murillo, man, I love that dude. He's cute.
I hear he's pretty cool.
My dad, hello.
Hold on, this thing's
Hello,
clipping
friends.
hardcore.
What?
Denapples, how are you? Alina Garcia with 2 N's. Yes, we are back. If y'all didn't know, we took a 2-week hiatus.
That was my fault.
Sal, why were we gone for 2 weeks?
Because I was in the ocean.
Sal was in the ocean fighting for his life.
I wouldn't exactly call it fighting.
So give us the play-by-play.
All right, so go ahead and switch over to my screen.
Plant.
So, that is me leaving my driveway.
Looks like a tree, dog.
Yeah. That is on the way. That's through Louisiana. So there's a giant bridge.
What's it over?
It's
The entirety of Louisiana.
like the Delta.
The Delta.
yeah,
for,
the Mississippi River,
River.
Delta. It's just a giant bridge.
Is it like the?
So if y'all remember my story about going and
Is that the bridge?
That's the bridge.
Yeah, that's the bridge where you got pulled
But
over?
on the way back. So I was on the other bridge.
So he was on the other side.
Anyways, so yeah, that's the bridge over the Delta. It's giant. So like 18 miles of bridge. Another bridge. I just took pictures of bridges on the way there. I thought it was interesting.
Bridge. And
That's the hotel we stayed at. It apparently was a bank at some point.
I know how I feel about Holiday Inn.
And then I thought
Make
this.
you pay
I
for
thought
everything.
this was funny. I'm tired of the city always flooding. I know you're tired too.
Who's it by?
Apparently, Water Justice New Orleans.
Is this like a Smokey the Bear but water?
I think so.
Like
I'm
you
gonna,
can prevent
I'm gonna
floods.
say no. I'm gonna say that's for they want the city to do something about the flooding.
Yeah.
Is that the World War II
That is
museum?
the World War II museum.
Is
So we
that
went
a
on a
jib?
little tour. So I think it was like $50 a person. We went on like a hop on, hop off tour, like a bus tour, and it was pretty cool. We went through like a bunch of like touristy areas. We went to the World War II museum.
I haven't been there, but I've
Oh.
passed there multiple times.
It is awesome.
I
would
heard
recommend
of
it.
that museum.
But yeah, there's like a whole bunch of stuff. I took pictures of these motorcycles.
Wait, you were in Monroe? Was that Monroe?
It's New Orleans.
It's New Orleans.
Oh,
So
No, Monroe is far.
okay.
Like New Orleans is down here. So Louisiana looks like a foot,
mhm.
right? New Orleans
Big
down here
foot.
by the toes. Monroe's up above the ankle.
Above the ankle.
Yeah.
they had like a Willys Jeep
I was gonna say, is that a Willys?
by Ford.
Oh yeah. So small history lesson on that. And when it's called a Willys Jeep, that's just like the name of the design. But every car manufacturer in the United States built them. Like everybody.
Yeah. It was one of those things that the government gave out a lot of contracts to build Willys Jeeps to like different companies, including overseas companies. And what ended up happening was like, okay, well, Ford built some, AM General built some, which became, which ended up becoming the Jeep company that you know. And then I think Mahindra, which was an Indian company.
Well, I mean, Ford
Got
even
one.
built bombers.
Yeah.
so,
So
you'll see random.
there's a giant
names.
plaque there that is huge. Airplane. Now this is me.
That's out.
So this is me at the port. This is me in my stateroom.
Nice.
being fancy.
That's a fancy. He's dapper. That boy dapper.
I like how he skipped over the photos of him. He's like, "Oh, that's me." Okay.
That's the water.
So this is the middle of the.
Okay, I have a question for you.
So
At night, was it scary?
no, it was
No?
pitch black.
That's what I'm
outside,
saying.
But it wasn't scary.
He said
Dark.
it wasn't scary because I didn't leave my room.
Exactly.
It was the Shadow Man. Anyways,
So this is the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
nice.
It's pretty. You just see water everywhere. The boat has a lot of things to do, so you don't really pay attention to it all the time. You can just sit out on like a deck and drink. It was pretty fun. When we got to Jamaica, there was this pilot boat that was leading us into the port.
Is that like a friendly? We are friends.
Yeah, so you can see the
This
guy,
boat is friends, not food.
You can see the guy staring back at me.
Did he shoot you the finger?
I don't know. Don't really care though. So that is the view from the boat. My lens was a bit foggy, so everything is a bit blurry. That is a kind of like a tourist trap area. It was fun though. You get to
What city was this? Or what country?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah. So they're big
Jamaica.
on. They do a lot of rum stuff. So rum. Apparently guys on stilts is a thing.
Imagine being on stilts and then just like walking right into all those accent lightings.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So guys on stilts is a thing. You take pictures of them. You give them a tip. I took a picture of that. I thought it was pretty cool.
Is the tip for them like in Vegas where they take everything, or is it just like $5?
Just whatever.
Whatever you have. in your
$5.
pocket?
I like this
$1.
shirt.
There's so marijuana's legal over there.
Mary Shawanas.
Yeah. So there's that.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah. Old
Captain Jack's
peg leg.
perro.
That just random stuff. Apparently, power goes out enough over there that a lot of buildings have generators just on top of them. Yeah, that was interesting. That's a panorama of the island from the boat.
El boat. I like the pictures. The clouds look great.
Yeah. Just wait till you get to like the end of the day one. They had like music set up over there, and you hop on the bus and you go around the.
How many
city.
drums were there?
Drums?
Or like the I don't know the actual name.
They had a guy right here.
Oh, that's a
There it is. That's
Congo.
what I was looking for.
One of them's a Congo drum.
That's what I was looking for.
Rich people boats. Cargo boat.
No, Cargo Road.
Yes. More pictures.
That was the dumbest.
so
Cargo Road.
is the evening sunset.
Oh.
That looks like San Antonio.
Why does it look like two different pictures?
It's not. That is the water.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks like two different pictures put next to each other.
No, it is the water, and then you can see the rest of the island over here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This was a rum cake tour in.
You can see your dad in the reflection.
Yeah. That is the place where they make them, the little bakery.
Did y'all get a
They
like,
have a
taste
bunch
any?
of different types of, bourbon,
Tortuga.
whiskey. Yeah, so that is actually in the Cayman Islands.
Isn't that turtle? Right?
Yeah. I mean,
Or
it's
tortoise?
The Cayman Islands had a lot of chickens.
A lot of KFC or?
Did you try to get one?
I was trying to catch a chicken, like just to pick it up and throw it.
Or have you played the video games where if you grab a chicken and you jump, it floats you down?
Yeah,
Like,
Legend of Zelda.
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 Yeah, no, I was trying to throw the chicken.
If there's any chicken that can help him fly, it's pretty big.
yeah.
Pretty big.
That
one
is
from
a
Family Guy.
pterodactyl.
So they had we went on another bus tour in the Cayman Islands. They had
Rocks.
rocky beaches, JDM
I
buses.
like rocks. Oh, that looks like the bus of the video that you're laughing at. Did you show him the video?
Yeah, so he's the one that reacted to it. You didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Did
see
you
it.
ignore it?
I was with you in Austin.
Anyways, the video was a guy was sticking his head out of one of those vans and he's waving at the camera person, but the driver opens the back door and it slams his head in between both. It was just extremely funny because the guy didn't know what hit him.
Yeah. That is a shipwreck.
Oof.
from like the 1700s.
And they just left it there?
Yeah. That is a lead like ballast for the bottom of the boat, for like of a ship. That's at a restaurant. Apparently, it is illegal to put fences on beaches over there because all the beach is public property.
Nice.
So you can just put things there. And keep,
I love eat.
they had Cuban cigars there, like straight from Cuba.
I've never had one.
Great job.
That's a ship from the. So they had like a little ferry that took you between the ship and the. Like the
Very
port.
small.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but there's a ton of them, no? Or are those
there
like
was,
the
like-
recovery boats?
So no, those are the
those the-
lifeboats.
The emergency ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they basically, when we got on the boat, they were like, go up to your muster station, which is your where your lifeboat is, and then you got up there, and they're like, yeah, if the boat starts to sink, you're gonna go here, and then this is how you put on a life vest. Go on, go. Oh, Jesus.
He was
Go do what you're gonna do.
E. It's in the E.
Yeah, so that's some more ships. That's not the ship we were on. That's a different one, and then that's.
Did you race it?
boat.
Is it possible to get on the wrong ship?
It's very hard, but it's doable.
Yeah, you know what that
Yeah.
means. We're gonna get on multiple different ships.
Yes, it's like it's the same thing of like jumping movie theaters at the end.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Me-
Criminal.
You know you've done
What
it.
they'll end up doing is they'll
Shut
just
up.
tell you like at the like entrance to the ship, yeah, you're on the wrong ship, buddy.
Damn.
I would have been like sucks to suck, weather boy.
This was the JDM bus. It had really good air conditioning. That is another cruise
What was
ship.
the hottest location y'all went to?
Jamaica.
Yamaka.
Yeah,
Because everybody was blazing it.
pretty much.
Because Jamaica's always lit.
Yeah.
Jama. Did it smell like marijuana?
No,
Oh, I thought it would just like whoosh.
it's interesting because no, you
You know what smells like marijuana? Colorado. Like you can't even drive with the
Really?
windows down. It's just like
Boom.
Right,
Like
it's-
specifically Denver or
in your face. In your face.
like all of Colorado?
Oh, Denver.
Or just Denver.
Denver.
I was drinking over there. That
Hey,
this
whoa.
is Mexico. Yeah, this is near Cancun.
Oh, is that the margarita you're talking about?
Yeah.
He said he's buzzed in that. He's buzzed in that picture. You can see
Yes.
him.
He's
So that is the.
Damn,
little
he
TV
was
had
so
maps.
drunk. He was looking at the map. So,
Yes.
where am I? Where am I? He's like, Mom, Dad, pick me up. I'm scared.
Hold
You playing the Steam? Yep.
Yep.
What?
You-
You didn't go out?
You're on a cruise and you're playing a video game.
Yeah, dog. I was right before going to sleep.
Damn. He said, I paid all this money to be. There it is.
Google Maps, middle of the ocean.
Middle.
Yeah.
You okay, dog? You know what my favorite picture is like someone takes a screenshot of somebody else's location. They're like, "You good?" And they respond with
Underwater?
No, they respond with the Pokemon Groudon versus Kyogre, and he's standing in the middle. He's like, "I'm good."
I've seen the one where it's like it's an underwater welder guy. It's like, hey, what are you doing in the ocean? And he's like, you know how they have that underwater paper where they take notes? He was there taking.
Texas state line. Yeah, I've seen almost every corner of the Texas state line.
Nice.
Then the welcome to Texas.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? When you drive out and you go into like Oklahoma and Colorado, there's signs that say "Welcome to Oklahoma," and then "Welcome to Colorado." You go into New Mexico, nothing tells you you're in New Mexico. It's
That's
just
a giant arch, no?
Somewhere.
I went down I-25 through the mountains.
Oh, I took.
There's not
I've
one
taken
sign.
I-10.
There's not one sign that says "Welcome to New Mexico." It's just like, all right, you're here.
Noah's like, why did everything get yellow? Why does it have the Mexico filter?
Is that Walter White?
Is that what? Whoa, whoa,
Why is
whoa.
there cumbias playing in the background?
Is it? They're in New Mexico, right?
I think it's New Mexico. Albuquerque.
Anyways,
Chat if you can
IHOP.
fact check us.
I'm going there tonight.
so
I
this is a
think
bit out
going
of
Denny's.
order.
Or Denny's. No, wherever.
Go
it
to
has.
the 24-hour diner.
Oh no.
Yes.
No.
You
Why is-
need to do all that.
Why is my kitchen? Why is he in my kitchen?
Why is that just there?
I don't know.
It was the next photo that he took.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's.
Any Hoosiers. That's why Sal was in the.
I was in the ocean on a cruise ship, doing things.
So, what would you say was the funnest part of the cruise experience? Playing the Steam Deck.
Funnest part.
Yep.
Honestly, get just all the jokes that the people over there make. Like,
Really?
getting just to listen to them crack jokes during the tours.
Did you ever get to hang out with like other people on the boat? Like, did you make friends? Did you make
Are you
did you make
cheating on
any
us?
did you make any friends at school today, kid?
No, not really.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Whack.
What's that picture?
I was
Sal's in the background. These people don't know I have a podcast.
So I was telling Noah while Sal was swimming in the ocean. I was like, imagine Sal is over there on the cruise, found the love of his life. They're having a great time, and that's Tuesday. And then Wednesday they get into a big fight. Sal gets heartbroken on Thursday. It was a
What? All right, bet.
Sal goes through a whole love story in about 5 days, comes back a new man. That was the lore I gave you, Sal.
Thanks.
That was the lore.
I appreciate the lore.
How is, like, I guess, was there anything that you didn't expect to be on the cruise? Like, you have this, like, cruise idea, but then there was, like, different things. Like, what? They have that on here?
Actually funny comedians.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine being a cruise line comedian. You're just sailing all the time.
Set sail.
Yeah. No, yeah, like a lot of the people, it was like, people are pretty funny.
I just remember we had a call to make before this and we forgot about it.
Yeah, we did, but that's okay.
Okay. What's it called? But that's cool. I mean, I've always wanted to go on a cruise. I know Carnival is pretty budget friendly when it comes to cruise liners.
The only thing about that, and about, I'm gonna say that specific ship, is you can tell they're about to decommission it.
Oh,
Was
like it's an
everything
old
old?
ship.
It was built in 2003.
20-year-old
I think the last time it was
maintenance.
was like, well, redone was like in 2012. You can tell it feels old.
Yeah, it has like old tech or I would
Old
feel
tech. The style is just a bit outdated.
wallpaper.
The maintenance is just.
Now, was the tickets cheaper because it was an older boat?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay,
Makes sense.
that's fair.
I
I
Did it sink?
No,
Well,
the engine caught fire.
what?
Oh yeah, he told me. You didn't see that?
No,
You don't check the chat.
You
bro.
didn't check the
Shut
chat.
You
up,
never
shut up,
read the
both of you.
chat.
So
The other side of that is hopefully, I know because there's a delay, but Denaples, are you still in the chat or are you still watching?
the engine caught fire. Halfway
It's the
through,
first I'm hearing of this.
halfway
Yeah.
through the Gulf of Mexico, so the boat was like hauling ass all the way through because like you have to get back to Louisiana before a certain time. So they had it hauling ass, and then like the boat slows down, and then the captain comes online. We had an engine fire, nothing to worry about. We're gonna take care of it.
He's like, we're in the water. There's nothing to worry about.
It's like we're gonna crash.
We have a fire story from Joey.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
and
that.
the captain's Italian, so he had like the Italian accent, and it was
the gabagoo.
it was funny.
When's it gonna be a fine? So it's like as he's yelling into the mic.
He's looking
Yeah,
at the.
it was hilarious.
He's looking at the engine.
And it was even better because I was in the bathroom at the time.
I was going down.
Sounds like
Oh, so the hottest part wasn't Jamaica. It was the engine.
But apparently they got it fixed. So the boat sped back up and we were on our way to Louisiana.
they got it fixed.
They probably just put duct tape on something.
Yeah, we're on
and sent
fire
it.
the entire time. They're like, do not worry. Do not look at the bright the light in the back is our pyrotechnics.
Why does that look like an engine?
They sent Piston 3 into orbit.
That's funny.
They said no more combustion, external combustion engine.
but nice. Yeah. I've always wanted to go on a cruise, and maybe one day, like one of my bucket list items is to go on the Disney cruise liner. I'm a big
I hear those
Disney
are fun.
fan. I heard they're fun, but I heard they're expensive.
That's the only thing. They're expensive.
What was the first word you said?
Disney cruise
There
liner.
you go.
Disney.
That's why it's expensive.
Yeah, but it looks fun. Like I really want to go to Disney World one day, and like do that. But I know when you go to that and you want to get the full experience, you need a good chunk of change. You need like some good money to go full blown.
I would say you need to do the entire trip. I would say you need about $5,000.
Yeah.
Because $2,000 for the hotel, the
Ticket.
travel, the ticket, the rental car.
It's going to Florida, right?
That's like $2,500 right there.
So,
because I like you were there. My friend, her and her boyfriend went, and they said about 3. You know,
She didn't laugh at any of my jokes
no, she didn't.
dang.
because like she was saying the prices,
and he's
and
like,
I was like, "That's a Honda Civic," and she'll say a cheaper price, and I'm like, "That's a Honda Civic that's not running."
or he's like, that's a Miata. That's half a Miata.
So
Those jokes
Disney
weren't hitting.
Japan is like $50 a day, like tickets just to be there.
In Japan or like hotel?
Why are you
Can
trying
you
to take off?
It heard about the boat and it's gonna go. My people need me.
What are you doing? You're not doing anything.
So it's trying its best, man. You don't have to.
What does this
you don't
guy
have to
even
treat it
do?
like
I do my best.
that. I do my best, but yeah,
Really?
that's awesome. Now the last question on the cruise: would you do it again?
Yeah.
Would you do it again with the same line, or would you try a different one?
I would like to try different cruise lines, but I wouldn't mind another Carnival cruise.
What was the one? Was it Norwegian? The Alaska one?
I think so.
Yeah, I've heard that one's pretty. good.
I would have been able to go,
But
but I
Why
was
didn't
like,
you
oh,
go?
I'm just gonna go to work. That's fine.
mm.
Boo. Oh,
Boo.
Raw Online. Howdy, Raw.
Oh,
Hola.
Oh, hey, he almost
hey,
okay.
I got excited.
You
I
almost flew. You
I
almost flung
almost-
your mic. You almost threw the laptop. I'm gonna throw both of y'all.
Hey, his laptop's charged. Let's
Hey,
say
no,
that.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't say that. Well, also, if you look in the chat, we have Denaples who said hello. The funny thing about
Hello.
that is, literally 2 minutes before we went live, he sent me a message on Facebook. But it came up as like a message request because we weren't friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
I guess he saw, I don't know what he saw of the truck, but he responded to it.
He was like,
Yeah, and he's like, awesome truck. And so he sent me some pictures of his truck out on the track. It actually has a full, long travel kit, king shocks and everything.
nice.
So,
King
Pretty-
shocks are the best.
pretty well. You have them. I have Fox. What do you have, Joey?
A GTR.
He's like AAA batteries. Well, while Sal was out
that actually
in the
my
middle of the
laptop?
ocean,
What is that?
That is my laptop.
Do you have like turbo mode on? Mine. Look. I'll
No,
turn mine on
so
too.
there is no turbo mode on this. It just figures things out on its own.
anyways,
Can y'all hear mine?
so while
Yeah, all right, go for it.
Sal was out in the middle of the ocean, Joey and I were trying to figure out other things to do because we knew we weren't going to be shooting episodes for the 2 weekends. And actually, last weekend, we went out to Dale, Texas to Rally Ready
Dale.
driving school.
Doverdale.
Do you want to give them information as to why we were in Dale, Texas?
We were in Dale, Texas because Sal was in the ocean. So
Repeats what I
hey, Spark Notes, baby. So we were at a charity toy drive and racing event called Jumping for Joy at Rally Ready Driving School out in Dale, Texas. It's right next to Bastrop, over there by Austin. And I mean, the story goes,
Who's Austin?
We're if this is Austin. That's a good song. I like that song. Anyways, any Hoosers. So we were looking for an event, and Jumping for Joy crossed our path, and we're like, no, you want to go to Austin? Noah's like, we're going to Austin.
I
We
should
decided-
say we forgot about it
Yes.
because it was on the calendar for Raptors and Rifles.
Yes. I said, or we agreed the night before. We went to go watch the Raptor.
We packed our bags.
We packed the bags and said, we both agreed, like, I don't think we should race the truck.
Something's bothering me. The camera's just slightly.
Yeah, it's slightly to the this way.
Fix
Yeah.
it. Fix it.
Can you fix it?
No,
I'm
you
telling a
fix it.
story.
Whoa.
I'm done with my story.
You're the one that said it was bothering you. Like, you fix it.
Let's finish with my story.
Drops the entire camera. All right, guys, this is gonna be the last.
The last podcast for a while until I can buy another camera.
So we're like, we're not gonna race the truck. For the Raptors and Rifles events, we usually take 3 trucks. We take Sal's truck, which is like the tow recovery vehicle, and then I take my dad's truck, which is all the tools. Right, we put all the jacks and the hand tools and all that in there. So I was like, we shouldn't race the truck. We're gonna be there. We're gonna hang out with Raptors Rifles, Brody and them. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Cool. We all agree with it. We go. Still fine. Everything's good. We get to the registration booth. So Noah was like,
to the event.
Noah was like,
We get to the event, and there was a lot of cool trucks there. I didn't want to be the only one not to play. Okay, I wanted to play.
so he goes up and we're in line. He's like,
I'm a run.
do you think they're still taking racers? I said, dude,
Because you're supposed to do it online.
don't break the truck.
You're
Like,
supposed
I don't
to register
think you should.
online.
He's like, I'm just gonna ask. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna race. I'm just gonna
said-
ask.
You said be responsible, and he was like, nah.
So we get to the
I was
line,
responsible. I asked nicely, can I play?
and he was like, "Hey,
Can Brody come
do
play?
hey, can Brody come out?" So we get to the front of the line, and he's like, "Hey, is a registration to open for drivers?" Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it was like,
So
it was like a,
Here's how it went.
charge and a toy.
here's how it went. Joey, myself, and Alina went to the event.
Mm-hmm.
Joey and I got toys. Alina got toys, so that way we can all take toys together. We took a total of like 10 or 12 toys.
Yeah.
My thing with let me go back. And I'm gonna do the side quests like I always do. Now, the great thing about this was the very first event that I've ever done for for car shows was in a 2008 F-150 that me and my dad did like minor, not major customization, but we made it look nice. And it was a Toys for Tots. I believe it was a Toys for Tots toy drive at Traders Village.
Mhm.
And so at that time I was like still in high school, and I didn't have a lot of money, so it was
Was that
just
before
like
or after the Red Mustang?
before the Red Mustang. And so I took a toy. I think it was like a toy and $5, right? And that's what, and you put the car on the show, whatever. The thing that was really cool to me is now I have another truck that's my truck, and it's like I'm revisiting my origin. Like the very first thing I did was a toy drive. Now I'm doing a toy drive again, and it was really fun for me. But now this time, I'm working, I have a job. So one thing I don't like is that if we're doing a toy drive and then like people show up with like one toy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on. You can't show up with like a couple $1,000 car, or truck.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and then show up with one toy. So we showed up with about 12 toys, unisex. That way it's like we got some toys for girls, we got toys for boys, and then some that can be for either or, whoever they're giving away to. So the thing was, either it's $100 to participate in the race, or you take a donation of toys and it's $50. So half the price. And so all the cars and trucks are there. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see if I can even participate. And they let me register. Joey and Alina had to, or all of us had to sign the waivers.
Mhm.
And so that's what we did. And the thing that I didn't think of at the time was we had our bags, our suitcase, our chairs, our ice chest, everything was in the truck. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe we can just leave it on the grass somewhere. But then I thought about it and I was like, here's the beauty.
Shout out Brody.
Shout out Brody
Shout out Brody's wife's car.
Expedition. Because I went over to Brody and I was like, hey, Brody, I wasn't gonna,
buddy.
yeah, hey, buddy, old pal, I wasn't gonna race today, but he goes, here we are. And he's like, let me guess, you want to put all your stuff in my car? Yes.
I'm pretty sure you weren't the only person to do that to him.
No. You mean ever?
Like in that event.
Oh, well, no. We only our stuff went in there, but like it was funny because he forgot we put our stuff in there, and he went to go grab something, and he's like, "Who put a curling iron in here? Who's this? Oh, I forgot y'all put y'all stuff in there."
What a curling iron in
I was like, can you imagine if you got home and your wife's just like, "Who's curling iron?" I was like,
And he's gonna be like, "It's mine, it's mine."
it's mine. Yeah. Well, his haircut's like Joey's, but I had a great time. It was a really good event.
Mm-hmm.
The truck is beginning to get recognized by a lot of the guys that go. One of the things that we actually went to Buc-ee's in New Braunfels for a convoy, and I believe there was about 8 Raptors that showed up. And a few of the guys went to off rodeo, so they recognized the truck, and one of them had a really funny intro to say hello to us, but I don't think I can say that right now. But what do you think? Can I say it? No.
We're going. I think that's 3 notches. We're at 2. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Okay. Well,
maybe we save that story.
I'm gonna say it.
Or I was gonna say we save that story for the Raptors and Rifles episode.
Or should we save it for the Raptors? Right?
Say it.
Anyways,
Say it.
so it's not horrible, but
Say it.
the funny part was, we got off the truck, we went to go talk to everyone, and he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" He goes, I don't remember your name. All of this is happening in seconds as he's reaching to shake my hand. And he goes, "I don't remember your name, but I remember your truck's the one that makes me horny." And right when he says that, our hands, I'm like, "What hand do you write with?" So, everyone starts laughing, and we're having a good time.
To go off that, fast forward to the event. We're walking back to the truck, and I see the same dude talking to some people, and I hear him talking about the truck, and I look at Noah and Alina. I'm like, "Shh, hold on, don't talk." So we're walking up, and all you hear is like, "Yeah, this is the truck that makes me horny."
He was telling everybody.
Yes.
That. So it was great. It was hilarious.
It was a really funny moment from the trip.
The Bronco, there's a custom Ford Bronco that was out there by, I believe, Texas Speed Labs.
Yes.
And the owner, I started looking at it, but I've always only seen it in social media, and what
Crazy compliment.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mark? That might be a new viewer.
Oh yeah, that's my friend Marco.
Hey, Marco. Well, yeah, that's the kind of compliments we get out here. Anyways.
Yeah.
They have a custom Ford Bronco that was originally a 2013 F-150 that they cut the frame on, and it's freaking crazy. And finally being able to see it in person. By the way, this was the first time that we actually got really good footage, B-roll, and that's all thanks to Joey, because I forget to take pictures.
The schmoiest of Joey's.
Joey and Alina were doing a really great job of trying to capture a lot of the stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. Without them, we would not have any photos or anything. So, of course, we're not showing any of the photos here on the podcast, but we will.
There's a video in the process.
Yeah, Sal's going to be editing a video for us, so that will come out on the page as an actual video.
Yeah, I got to put something together. We can talk more about that after the stream.
We're supposed to talk about it yesterday. Anyways.
Womp, 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 womp.
But, I lost my place. It was a great event. A lot of the guys that were there, the really nice thing is that a lot of the people that are there, of course, want to be there. And they're there for everybody.
I would hope they want to be there.
And so, well, going back to that Bronco, he allowed me to get in, sit in it, and like, he was talking about the build.
You're like, vroom, vroom.
Well, yeah. Well, my thing was I wanted to ask him for a ride along, but I think on their first lap they broke on the very last jump.
Oh, that's
the steering rack broke. So it went back onto the. I give it a hole. I'm sorry. Like I wanted to see it, but we were able to. I think we were a vehicle behind it in the parade lap, so you will see it on camera driving around. But as we were going to our first lap. It was, of course, I was driving, Alina was in the passenger seat, Joey was in the back, and we're in line, and I turned my head. Oh, also shout out to Brody again for giving Joey a helmet so we can all ride together, which was one of his helmets. And I turn to the side and I see a father and son sitting on a like a monster truck tire. And so
that was the first lap. That wasn't the parade lap.
No, it's the first lap.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I? I don't remember.
I think you said parade.
Okay. On the very first lap, we're waiting in line. And so when I see them sitting there, he yells out, he's like, "Hey, I like your truck. That's a nice truck." So I start talking to him and I asked him, "Do y'all have a truck here? Like, do y'all have a Raptor?" And they're like, "No, we're just here to spectate. We heard about the event and we wanted to come out." And so that's when I turned around to Alina and Joey. Nobody said anything, but I think at that moment we all kind of knew what we were thinking. I turned back at him and I'm like, "Y'all want to go for a ride? Like, hop in, let's go." And both of them kind of smiled, like freaked out. Oh, someone's offered to, like, come on, let's just go. So we talked to him. He turned out to be a veteran himself, and he learned about the rally school because during COVID, he had told us the story that his brother gave him VR, and he would play the rally,
a dirt game,
like a dirt game. And he's like, I got into it from there, and I really enjoyed it. So I found out about this, and now we're out here, and we did the track. And I told him, don't be afraid to like ask any of these other drivers, "Hey, you mind if we ride along?" I go, for the most part, they will almost always tell you yes, or just like, hop in, let's go. So,
sup, Depsoy?
What up?
Yo.
So, but it was a great event. I had tons of fun. Like, even at that, I believe it ended at 4. And I had said, oh, we're not going to be there all day. It's going to be a long day, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even realize that it was going to be around 2 o'clock already.
Yeah, it was like 1:45 too.
And so then that's when I was like, all right, let's do one more lap. So the funny thing was, at Off Rodeo, I did a ride along with Brody in his truck. And so since we were there at Jumping for Joy, I told Brody, I said, "Hey, last time I did a ride along with you, why don't you do a ride along with me?" He's like, "Man, you're going to violate my rule. I don't do ride alongs with people, because of my back, blah, blah, blah." Because if you're in the passenger seat or the back, it's even worse, because you're not like holding yourself in.
So I thought it was funny because I saw that whole like exchange go down. He was like, "Oh man, no, I can't." While he's going to his car, "I can't do it. Like, that's the rule that I grabs the. I don't do ride-alongs." And he put the helmet on. He's like, "All right, let's go."
So we went, and a lot of people were talking about the Texas Speed Labs, the guys that were from there. He starts looking at all the stickers, and he's like, "Where's Asuna? You don't have Asuna on here." And his wife popped out, and she's like, "He watches anime every night, and that's his favorite character." So now I need to find like a bunny decal of Asuna and then tag him in it when I actually put it on. But it's just hilarious how it's a small world. Like, you think anime is one of those things that's like, oh, not that many people like it, or maybe not that many people know about it. But there's a lot of people in the off-road community that have no anime sticker, no nothing, but they like it. I'm just the only dummy that just said, "Oh, put a big O sticker on the side."
Like, I'm a weeb.
Yeah. But the father and son, they went with us on that very last drive. We got drone footage of that. Unfortunately, that's the one that I wanted to see the entire drive, but the drone battery died halfway through. So
that's the one where it almost crashed into you?
Sad. No, that was the first one. Okay. So I'm thinking he almost crashed into me because I was going so slow. Although Joey says I was driving really, really fast.
It was faster than I thought you were going to go the first round, because when we go to Cycle Ranch, you're very conservative on the first lap to get the feel back. But this one, you just seem so comfortable that you just, I wouldn't say fully sent it, but you sent it pretty like harder than I thought. And
if you look at the drone videos, I don't take any of the jumps. I just go bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. There's one though, I think it was the second lap. You took a jump, but the back end kicked up.
I did that. I did that the second and the third.
Yep.
And it like did the bucking,
because it didn't clear the table. It hit the end of the table and it bucked up.
Good job.
And there goes the leaf springs.
No, but I had a lot of. Actually, the truck lost a tooth. I call it a tooth. One of the fog lights broke. So funny. One of the fog lights broke. It's an actual race
truck now.
Yeah, because it's being held by zip ties. So. But I can't tell you.
Did the bolt just fall off? Or?
Apparently the mount broke or like rusted through. I don't know what I think the nut fell off and it finally just loosened all the way, and so.
It's just a matter of finding like a bolt and nut that fits it.
But it's got zip ties, so it's good. It's good for right now.
It's not a real race truck until it has zip ties and duct tape.
Yep.
Have y'all seen the trend of I think I brought it up to y'all, the drift stitches? I think those are so cool.
Well, that's like from 2012.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I think it's cool.
Okay.
With the X
Stitching together a bumper with zip ties.
zip ties. Yeah, I like it.
There's something else I was going to say about the event, but
Race car.
Was it Ryan?
I can't say that one.
We'll save that one for Raptors and Ryan.
Now, if you have me on Instagram, there is a
it's a Zombieland.
there's
clip.
a reel with Zombieland. I forget his name.
Woody Harrelson.
Yes, his character, and it says, Ryan, every time that I don't clear the table like this, go look for that video and you'll understand. you'll understand.
That was a funny exchange, but I still think the funniest thing is Ryan basically tells Noah, like, you need to stop wussing out, like, just do it, right?
Basically, he tells me, stop being a beesnotch.
Yes, he says that.
But he says it so calmly. You know, he comes over. Yes. No space, though.
No space. Just Raptorman 5.0, and you'll find his Instagram. Or if you go to the Raptorstrike Podcast, he's tagged in all of the videos.
Yeah.
So basically, Ryan's just giving him advice, but, you know, tough love, like, you need to just send it, right? And then the story gets brought up again because Noah's talking to Brody. He's like, yeah, no, I was talking to Ryan. He told me to stop being a business. And Brody's eating something. He's like, yeah, I'd recommend stop doing that.
Yeah, you should probably stop doing that.
He's eating, like, I don't know what he was eating, but it was hilarious.
I think the thing that it makes these events so enjoyable is the more you go, the more you remember everybody's name, the more everyone gets.
The more you get to know the people.
It's crazy that you don't see these guys like every day. You see them. Well, at this point, we've seen them 3 times a year. And it's like how comfortable they get with each other. They're like, you should probably stop being a Mitch, you know? Yeah. I think if you just drove a little faster, you'll be fine. But you don't. So I'm going to need you to stop. And so, you know, Ryan walks away. Brody comes along. He's eating. I don't know what he's eating, but he's like, yeah, you should probably stop doing that.
I think he was eating like chips.
Just drive faster. Just drive faster.
Eating chips.
DJ Loco, how's it going? How's the mixtape? Album? How's the album going?
Raptorstrike's funny.
So, no, but I had a really great time. It was a great cause, a great turnout, and great people to be around, man.
And to kind of, I want to talk a little more about the Austin trip. So after that, we went to a Vietnamese place that for work. When we did a thing in Austin, we went there like at least once a day. Like, it was so good. They have so many different options. And I'm telling Noah, Alina had gone with us because Alina and I worked together. So she had gone with us to Austin one time. And I'm telling Noah, this is like one of the best Vietnamese places I've ever had. I was telling him the pork steamed rice, like, plate is really good. Noah looks at me. He's like, this place isn't good. I'm fighting you on the spot. And I'm like, it's gonna be good.
In the restaurant across the table.
Yep.
I sat next to him too.
Just gonna deck him.
Yeah, like,
we sat.
I guess Noah didn't like it.
We sat like this. Like, that way you're close. I don't have to overextend my arm.
But luckily Noah liked it.
So Alina was me for.
Yeah. Well, Alina sat on the other side.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was in the middle technically.
Okay.
So we went over there. Great place. If you are ever in Austin, on the Riverside. Is it River? I think it's Riverside. Riverside area. It's on this side. It's on this side of the river.
You keep seeing the river.
It's a Riverside. The street, Old Wharf Street, called 888 Pan Asian or 888 Vietnamese. I think they're going through a name change. Really good place. Check them out. Also, Snarf's is really good. You like Snarf's? Didn't like that?
Yeah,
you liked it. You liked it. That was the same thing. I was like, hey, this sandwich.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like that they didn't have no lids for my to-go drink. So there I am driving back on Austin Road. I'm not spilling one drink. Was it initial D? Don't spill the drink.
Don't spill the drink. Don't die in the garage.
Yeah, don't die in the tub.
But the story that Noah mentioned earlier about a fire, that we had our own fire story. So I wake up around 7 on Sunday to head back home to San Antonio, and I'm getting ready, and I notice that my shirt is really wrinkled. The shirt that I was gonna wear that day. Have I told you know the story, right?
I don't think so.
He doesn't. He doesn't know the story.
So I noticed that the shirt was really wrinkled and there was no dryer. So, I went to the bathroom and I turned on the water all the way on hot, and I hung where the towels go. I hung my shirt to de-wrinkle.
Before he continues, that water, whatever water heaters they're using,
A1.
Like they're
10 out of 10.
using like the depths of hell, dude. Like,
Yeah.
to heat that water. I burned myself.
They're using clean burning propane.
I burned myself in the shower. Like I went to test the water and it's just like
So I leave
My
it running
leg.
while I pack up, get the other clothes together, clean up the room, doing all that stuff. So I leave the water going for about 25 minutes. And when I tell you the room, the bathroom was condensed. Like it was the half of this studio. That's how small the bathroom was.
That's a huge bathroom.
okay.
Well, maybe it was smaller.
It
It
was-
was very small.
It was a small bathroom, but the units that we were in, they were suites. So like you
Yeah.
had a living room area, you had a kitchen, a little stove, and like a full size.
Dang,
Like-
fancy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, because nobody else accepted my points, so we'd stay there.
So it was just a very condensed space. As soon as I opened the door, the steam rushes out, right? I didn't think anything of it. I got my shirt, I took it to the bed, I straightened it out, got all the wrinkles out, went back to the restroom, and then I turned because I think I went to get my toothbrush, and I look into my room, steam everywhere. It looked like someone hotboxed that room, and I was like, whatever, it's just a lot of steam. I'm getting in the shower and all I hear is beep. The fire alarm gets set off by the steam.
This guy.
And what was annoying, it wasn't a beep, beep, beep. It wasn't like
It was a
that. It
constant-
was a constant ring. So I was like, you know what? This has happened before. We've all burnt cookies in our house. So I get the pillow and for like 5 minutes, I'm just waving. I'm fanning
away.
with all my little heart. I'm going. Nothing. So you know what I do? I do what I do in my everyday life. I ignore my problems. I get in the shower and I close the door so I don't hear it as much. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I'm burning. I am not leaving the house smelly. We're not doing this.
I told him, I said, you thought you were in a fire, and you're like, what's the safest place to be? The water. I'm not burning today.
So I finished showering.
Who was in the room with you?
And I get out and I hear knocking at my door. I'm like, 1 second, I'm changing. They're still knocking. So I go up to the door, and behind the door, she's like, are you okay? I was like, yes. My fire alarm went off for no reason. It just started going off. She's like, oh, okay. So I go, I get dressed, I get my stuff because I'm like, I'm not going to stay in my room. We're going to leave. So I end up going to the front, lobby area. I set up there, and then I go up to the front desk.
The lounge.
And I go up to the front desk. I'm like, hey, I just want to let y'all know that my fire alarm started going off in my room. And she was like, oh, room 1 something. And I was like, yeah, that's my room.
I think it was 110.
110. And I was like, yeah, it started going off for some reason. I'm not too sure why. And she's like, oh, no worries, there's false alarms all the time, that it just happens. And I think she thought I was gonna I thought I was getting in trouble. She's like, don't even worry. I was like, I'm checking out anyways, I just want to let y'all know that's going off. She's like, no worries, it happens all the time, you're okay. And I'm like, okay. So I go back and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for Alina and Noah to get out of their rooms. And Noah, I guess you came to get ice or something, or water.
Water.
You came to get a water, and you just look, you're like, Joey? I'm like, sup, dude? And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, did you get my text? He's like, no. And I was like, my fire alarm gotta go. It started going off. You're like, what? I was like, yeah. And I told you I was like, it started going off for some reason. I don't even know. So I'm there.
He covered up his own story in the lounge.
You gotta. So you don't know who's hearing.
You gotta maintain the story.
So
The lie. Continue the lie.
I started working on like podcast stuff. I'm watching some anime. Lena and Noah come down. We're talking for a bit. I'm like, let's go. We get in the truck. I was like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I set off the fire alarm. They're like, what? And I was like, yep. It got very steamy in my room, and the alarm started going off. But I let them know that it wasn't my fault.
I let him know it wasn't me.
It wasn't
You
me.
open the door.
So yeah, that was the funny story from Austin.
So yours was an engine fire. His was just steamy water
Steamy water.
from the shower.
Yup.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
That was really fun. And anything else about Austin before I move on?
We went to Joey originally got hungry first. We went to
the nighttime.
We went to the Lost Well, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Sal, you weren't there to defend yourself. But when they told me the name, it was the Lost Whale. I thought they meant WHALE, and I was like, Sal, no. But it was WELL, right?
WELL. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell. Anyways,
Dang.
it was a pretty cool little like a punk rock bar,
That sounds like fun.
and they had a what did they call it? Goth market. It was like a
was
goth
Goth market?
Yeah.
I got a rock.
Immediately when we walked in, I was like, I like rocks. So
So they had the of course, like the goth kind of scene is crystals and tarot and all that, and soaps. But when I got there, I was like,
leather.
rock.
Yeah. Shiny.
So Noah got me a rock. Thanks. Shout out Noah. Shout out Northern Tools.
Northern Tools. It should sponsor us. The Rizzler has entered the chat.
Yo.
The Rizzler. How are you doing?
And you know what's funny? I bet you he still hasn't seen the episodes where we show the website.
Justice, you're here, right? There is an episode where we
wanna
give a
show him
little
the website?
Look, no, wait, Justice, are you here? You have to respond in chat before we show it.
Before we show it.
So we started working on our Square shop that hopefully will be live sometime 2024.
Preferably early.
Coming 2026.
We're launching in tandem with GTA 6 2025, baby. So Justice, let us know when you're in chat still so we can show you. Okay.
He's here.
Switch me over.
So this is our Square. This is the prototype or like testing of our Square website. Here is the pictures we have so far.
One of them you'll see is pretty recognizable.
Yeah. I wonder who that guy is. He looks a lot like Justice.
Damn, I'd give him my
doesn't.
number.
I give him my number. Sal, if you can read the description, please.
All right. Rizz up your special someone with one of these high quality t-shirts. Available in a variety of colors as long as it's red. And we'll make sure to make your girl want you even more. Note, Rizzler and F-150 not included.
Yes.
By the way, happy belated birthday, Justice.
Yes. Happy
He
birthday.
did. He did.
Happy belted birthday.
He did a. He did. He did a post on Instagram, but I believe on his birthday he wore the Raptorstrike shirt.
Yes.
And so we actually got to share
I
that
saw
on the
that. He
Raptorstrike
tagged
page.
us.
Yeah. So so we were actually able to. As you can see, Mr. Rizzler, you are very famous. They're all sold out.
Yeah,
They're
they're
all sold out right now.
All 0 of them sold out so quick.
At that rate, I think we're gonna get that picture and just sell it for $1.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
just
do
like an
the-
add-on.
Picture
We-
of the Rizzler.
We should do that. How the like the cosplayers will have their pictures on sale and they'll sign them. It's just Justice. Like there's no other pictures.
Nobody
It's
else.
Just
Just
Justice.
But we all sign it. We all-
Except Justice.
Except Justice.
Um,
So
Yeah.
if you're okay with that, Justice, once our actual website goes live, we're going to leave that on there with your permission.
It'll be sold out. 'cause
It'll
we're
be
gonna
always
sold
sold out
pictures.
because, you are priceless. you are a priceless
Gem.
gem.
Yes, and whenever the live T-shirts go out, I mean, we're gonna let y'all know for sure. Those T-shirts that you see us wear all the time, and you see some supporters wear. Those are kind of the grandfathered first design ones that
Prototypes, stuff like that.
prototypes that aren't available for sale. Those are just the what do you say?
One-offs.
The one-offs.
The one-off handmades for us.
Yes.
Yes.
But the ones that will be mass sold, we will let y'all know about that. But going back to Noah's story, we went to the Lost Well, and after that, I got hungry.
Just read them. I wish I was there right now so I can kiss all of y'all. Speaking of kissing, so before we left the Jumping for Joy, I'm going back because we're still talking about Austin. Before we left, Joey said, should we go say goodbye to everybody separately? Should we go to everybody and say goodbye? And I'm like,
It's a lot of people.
We'll say bye from the truck. Bye, have a good one. Bye, and we left. So I started tagging people in photos, and Ryan with Raptors and Rifles commented or responded to me in a DM, and he's like, you didn't even say goodbye. Like, you want me to share your stuff? You didn't even tell me bye at the event. I was like, we did. I mean, unless you're looking for like a proper handshake. And he said, or a hug or something,
Yeah, that's it.
And I said, that's it. Forehead kisses for everyone when we leave the next time. And he goes, see, was that so hard? Was that so hard?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you continue.
That was very funny. Then we went to the Lost Well, and afterwards I got hungry, and then I think we were driving around for a while, and then I was like, damn, I feel like we're not finding anything. We're kind of going for me. Let's just go back to the hotel. I felt bad about it. Noah's like, I'm hungry now. You made me hungry.
I'm like, we've been driving for the last 30 minutes. We're going to stop somewhere.
I want to shout out Las Trancas Taqueria Taco Stand out in Austin on First Street.
First Street? It's Cesar Chavez.
Cesar Chavez. Sorry, I got the other one confused.
Can you read it?
Las Trancas Taqueria.
That's what I said.
Las Trancas.
Las Trancas.
There you go.
What does that mean?
There you go. That's how you pronounce it.
What? Cinco.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can we get a translation in chat? Trancas. Trancas. So I'll say my opinion about Austin. I'll say my opinion. They have good food. But
It means
They have good-
bars?
Not all the time.
they
No.
have a good selection of food, and they have pretty decent food. But when it comes to Mexican food, Mexican restaurants, Austin, I can't even say it's a hit or miss. I haven't had a taco restaurant that I liked from Austin. I think that the best tacos in this order are San Antonio, the Valley, and then I've heard a lot about El Paso, but I don't know. But San Antonio and the Valley, those I believe are the best Mexican food areas in Texas. But when we're going down the street, I was very hesitant about any type of tacos. And we're hungry. We just want some food. So we found a taco truck. And I've heard the taco trucks in Austin are actually pretty good. That means RZA in Spanish. We found this truck, and this is like a 50-foot trailer, kitchen full, like everything. This was like, I've never seen a taco truck that big before. So we go, and I think I order an asada torta and a tripa taco. Noah gets 2 bean and cheese. Alina got an asada taco.
We all got Mexican Coke.
Oh, and the warning label ones. So if y'all didn't know, there is a Mexican Coke that is a red label and a black label. The red label is your regular Cokes, right? The black label has 2 warnings on them by the Department of Safety in Mexico that says excessive sugar and excessive calories. It was good.
And then you look at us and you're like, excessive sugar and
Yes.
excessive calories.
Yo, what's up, Peter? So we eat, man. That was a good,
Either we were really hungry
or it was
we didn't drink the entire night.
No.
So it's not like it was the drinks talking.
Yep.
You guys are just.
We were just hungry.
We were just hungry. But it was really good. And I thought it was really funny because we were there probably around midnight, like right when they closed. And the only reason I knew they closed because I saw this dude's hand, like, I didn't see him from the window.
Yoinked it.
I just saw, like, is there anything on this? No. All I saw was, like, his hand and arm come out of the window and go to the open sign. Like, yoink.
He yoinked it. That doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. What's it called? But yeah, that taco truck was really good. I would say the 3 food places we had in Austin were really good food. And overall, it was just a good trip from jumping with joy to the restaurants we went to just being able to hang out was a really good trip. What do you think, Noah?
I had a lot of fun. I'd definitely do it again in a heartbeat.
Yo, what's up, Nivek? Hey, shout out. This will go into the next story, but Nivek Jr., we actually saw him compete today when we went to R20. He is a player at one of the local high schools here. And I was actually
what does he play?
Valorant. He plays Valorant, and I was actually one of his coaches for broadcast when I used to volunteer coach at the high school.
Okay.
And man, I saw him when he started the game, and now
How do you do?
He did good. Like the first match of the day was between his high school and a competing high school, and I think they 13-3'd them. I believe 13-4.
It was 13-4.
13-4. So they blew him out the water, and it was constantly, you saw him in the kill feed, like it was constantly Nivek Jr.
Damn, he said my back hurts from carrying this team.
Yeah. But yeah, or I'll wait till anything about Austin before I start talking about R20.
No, we're good.
Okay, so Sal and I went on a side quest today while Noah was learning how to breathe people back to life.
By that he means I got CPR, first aid, and AED certified before anybody changes whatever he just said.
Breathe.
It was official.
Y'all know the truth. Do y'all believe me? Do y'all believe Noah? I'll let the comments decide. So, Sal and I, quick background on me. I have said it on the podcast before. I do broadcast and AV engineering for a career, but how I started in that field was through an internship program at the San Antonio Museum of Science and Technology with their R20 or Region 20 Esports League. So I was there at we know the truth. I was there at the start of R20 when they did their first event, when it was an idea. I was the director and one of the gaming coordinators for R20, and I mean I was there from the first event when there was 40 kids, 20 PCs, running 9 games, trying to do bracketed tournaments for all of them, and that was the epitome of Murphy's Law. We had the computers all go into restart mode. Epic Games locked us out because so many people were logging into them at one time.
So what you're saying is you got a check engine light.
Yeah, no.
All the lights.
Christmas tree.
Through a rod.
We went through 2 TriCasters, and it wasn't nothing that we did. It was just the TriCaster's hard drive just decided to die that day. It just died. So that event, compared to what me and Sal saw today, I was telling Sal, I was like, this, and I hadn't gone to R20 in about a year. This event has been refined so much by Josh. Josh is the director over there at R20. He's the mastermind behind also Val could run. Yes, Val couldn't run either because it was the same thing. It was just too many people going through Riot. But Josh is the one putting all this effort into R20, and he does it for the kids. Like he was there late nights until like even before he got the full-time position, getting this league together so that high schools can come up. Like before it was about 6 high schools. Now it's I can't even count. I mean, all of any Northside is in it. So that's what, like 6 to 8 schools right there. That's not counting the auxiliary
68 schools.
6 to 8 schools. And just seeing it. So Sal and I started our morning by going to the production room. So we saw how everything was run, and I'm telling you, and I keep referring because I was like, the last time I was there, it was just from when it first started. It was me and Dell. That was the 2 people in production. To now they have a full 6-person team, from graphics to switcher to replay to director to in-game. It's just a whole full-blown production in there. And we got to sit in on the first game. So the entire game that Navek was in, Sal saw from the call outs they had, how they set up their broadcast. You know, we had to be quiet. There was a lot of, it was intense. Like when a game is going on, you gotta be calling everything. The director was, hey, can I get B up there? Can I get A up there? Replay, make sure your playlist is together. Observers, I need this, and this. So we were just kind of being observers ourselves, right? We're looking at everything going down. And then after that, we're like, hey, we're going to go check out the LAN center. So it's broken up into 3 parts. You have Valorant going on in the LAN center. So all 60 PCs are running Valorant. So you have, let's see, 10 rows of 6. So you have 5 matches going on at one time. We're in there. We saw some of the LAN gaming associates. I actually got to speak with Navek's family, and we were talking for a while, and I was just telling them how I knew him when he was just a wee lad. I say wee lad, but the dude was like 6'3" when I met him. Now he's like 6'6". Dudes, boom. Now, then Sal and I went to go see how Smash Bros was running, and yeah, it was just a very fun event. And seeing how everything was going down. Wait, why are you laughing at me?
Continue.
Why are you laughing at me?
Continue.
Why are you laughing?
I thought of a joke. Continue.
Now you gotta say it.
Now you gotta say it.
I don't. Continue.
Wow.
Sus.
Dude. But yeah, there's a size 19 shoe he does. And I mean, we're in the works of talking with R20, you know. We want to be a part. I mean, one of the biggest things that is a part of Raptorstrike 2 that, I mean, we don't talk about too much is the video game aspect. We all played games for a good while. My background is in video games. So wanting to be a part of kind of getting back into R20 would be awesome, you know, and being able to give back. And like I was talking with one of my friends. He's a coach over at Cole High School, and he was there. He was one of the first. When you get older, things change. One of the first coaches to enter into R20. And he was one of the first coaches to enter R20, so he saw the growing pains. He saw like everything going wrong, and he was talking to me about it. And one of the biggest things that he saw from R20 to other people who tried to make leagues or programs for esports or scholastic esports is that it's not centered around, or that R20 is centered around the kids. It's making sure that all of them can be there, making sure that the entry stays free so all of them can participate, making sure that it's open to all high schools in the San Antonio area and some outskirts, you know. And that's something that I feel is different with how Josh manages R20, is to make sure that, hey, we're not doing this for clout. We're not doing this for money. If we get any money, it goes back into helping the kids and growing it, you know. Right now, they're averaging each event about 300 students, not including parents, staff, or coaches. And they're wanting to grow that by like 3 times, you know. And I know Josh can do it, but it's all pushing this is for the kids. This is to get esports known, and using it as a learning opportunity, because some people will use just, oh, let's just do a league, let's just play some video games. But with R20, they put emphasis on the education. They teach interns from the college interns how production works. They teach them how directing and TO and actual skills like broadcast and production and all that, rather than just focus on, this is just gaming. Let's just play some video games. There is an educational aspect to it, but that's my rant over for R20. Sal, did you have any takeaways from today, or what'd you see from the event?
It was pretty cool. Pizza was good.
I go on this like heartfelt rant about R20, and Sal's like, yeah, it was cool. But yeah, no, that was what we did today.
What were the directors? Who were the directors?
So the director of the R20 as a whole is Josh.
So Josh, I wasn't able, as you could probably tell if you ever watched this episode, I wasn't available today. I had my American Red Cross training, but I would like to sit down, possibly just meet for dinner, talk things out. Our biggest thing with Raptorstrike is we do want to find different ways to give back.
That's Jay from EK.
Okay. Well, welcome to, I think this is the first time I've seen him in the chat, so welcome to the podcast. Thanks for dropping by. But a lot of these things are, we've said it in previous episodes, none of the things we do may ever make sense. Going from the partners that we have, the sponsors and supporters, it's all over the place. So, as you can probably tell, the things we sponsor as well, or we provide support to, or things we want to back up, that aren't going to make sense either. So, with the new things coming along, R20 is something that we'd like to support. I'm big on education. We have our differences here on the podcast of what we think of, college education or whatever you should be doing, but education as a whole, the ability to learn and the ability to continue to learn new things and to keep, knowledge is one of the things that people can't take from you. Whatever you know, and there's no way they can ever take it. But it's definitely something that we want to support. So if there's a time that we can ever meet up and just have a conversation over it and figure out a way that Raptorstrike can give back, I'm very interested.
Trying to say Raptor Cross?
I'm mixing things together at this point, but that was I would say that all three of us had a pretty great day, pretty full day of just busy networking and training.
Yep.
So great job to the guys. One he does actually. But one thing I do want to say, once we're going to be transitioning over to our second segment, or our second half of the actual podcast, and there's one thing that I do want to say is a big shout out to Joey. He's had himself a lot of
podcast.
He's had himself a lot of long nights, and as y'all already know, a lot of this stuff is just off the cuff. It's live, none of it's scripted. But Joey has spent a lot of time coming up with new segments, with new, just different ways that we can present the podcast. And maybe they hit, maybe they'll hit, maybe they won't. That's something that y'all can comment. Like we said, the live chat in the audience is something that we really enjoy having feedback on, or just audience participation. But speaking of giving back and being able to sponsor stuff, Raptors and Rifles is having their next event in January, which is the second annual Raptors on the Ranch, which is going to be, I believe, January 12th through 14th. And we're going to be there, I believe, the Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. We will be sponsoring that event again, but none of the details have been ironed out yet of what we're sponsoring, but we are sponsoring the event. I believe this time we will be sponsoring the veterans. There will be 2 veterans and a firefighter, a fireman that will be the sponsored members for this event that happens next month. So it's something very exciting for us and something we believe in. But will we be taking an intermission today or no?
What do y'all think? Do we need a potty break? Do we need a water break? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take about a 3-minute intermission just to keep things short. You know, it's nothing. What do we usually do? Like a 5-minute?
10
Usually
minutes.
like 10 minutes.
Usually 10-minute intermission.
Quick little 5-minute today.
Yeah, let's do a 3 to 5 minute intermission. But one thing that I do want to say, Alamo HeroCon will be having their next event, and it will be free and open to the public at the Wonderland of Americas. The date, I do not remember the date, but we'll get that up.
It is on a day.
Yeah, hold on, I got it somewhere. Where is it? I have it posted on Facebook. I think I shared it. I am sorry that I'm not prepared. It is on February 3rd and 4th. There's a Saturday and a Sunday at the Wonderland of Americas. Again, one of the big things that I really enjoy about Alamo HeroCon, Peter is correct. There will be no car show. It is a different venue. But the big thing that we enjoy about Alamo HeroCon is they do try to make either their events free for everybody or very, very cheap to enter. And the big thing on that is it is free for all ages. Everybody can go. It doesn't matter how much money you have. At least you can window shop, even if, just be around people, see cosplayers, see cosplay yourself, put on a costume, and everybody will enjoy it. So that will be February 3rd and 4th. We're getting ready for that one. I'm really excited. We'll be there probably the Saturday to walk around and see what's going on. For Rap Cuts by Jaws, they did the rap on the Raptor. Something also that is exciting, we got the opportunity to submit an article to Stance Magazine. We are waiting on response on whether or not our article is going to be chosen and published. But if it does, we'll send that out to everybody. We'll send out the link. We'll post the link, and hopefully everybody can read it and kind of hear our story and get more information on the truck. So that is something that is very exciting for us. Agave's Jewelry, of course, we haven't seen a lot of the pictures from the different events. We have the Fire Force Cross that they custom made for us, one of one, as well as all the other jewelry that I wear. A lot of the stuff I wear is not one of one, but it is still from Agave's Jewelry, and we really do appreciate their support. CV Fabrication, if you want any of the if you own any of the EcoBoost engines and like some upgrades, head on over to their website and use promo code Raptorstrike for 5% off your order. Last but not least, we have Raptors and Rifles. Again, January 12th through 14th will be the event. If you can come on out, buy a ticket, come see us, give us a shout out, let them know you heard them on Raptorstrike, and just have a great time. It's going to be a fun event. Finally, we have our merch. Thanks, Sal. We have our merch still for sale. Actually, we've been doing very good on sales of all our stuff. So we're coming down to the final numbers of all of our merch. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually very excited of how many people like it and want to buy it. So we have our jet tags for $5. We have the Striker, the Raptor, vinyl, PVC vinyl, PVC vinyl, same thing. Keychain, which is also $5, and it comes with the little 3-inch Raptorstrike sticker. You can also purchase the Raptorstrike sticker by itself for $1. And then we have our big cutout, about 10 to 12-inch cutout Raptorstrike logos on vinyl for $15, right? I forget, $10.
I have the
$10
price on yours.
Oh.
$10.
$10. I'm sorry, I was trying to get an extra $5.
I'll trying to rip y'all off.
Hey, so if you buy the vinyl one for $15, we throw in a jet tag. It's almost like
jet
you paid
tag
everything.
for free.
A free $5
You know
jet
what?
tag.
How about
Hey,
this?
hey,
If
you can get 2 for the price of 2.
No, if y'all pay
Buy one, get one full price.
$21 for a vinyl, we will throw in a jet tag, a striker, keychain, and a sticker for free
When you pay
for
the
the low
whole-
price
pay the whole thing.
of $21.
Well, but with that, we will be back in about 3 minutes. We will see y'all soon.
See you soon, and enjoy the Christmas edition of the
Holiday.
the holiday edition of the intermission screen.
Why do the snowmen on the intermission card have eyebrows?
To get to the other side. So we are back. this dude. I told you to get ready 1 minute ago.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we ready?
He said, all right.
No, I was like, are we ready? And then we're like, yeah.
I said no. Just to let you know.
I did the nyum 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 nyum. But we are back for the second half of the Raptorstrike Podcast. Noah, if you want to kick off this second half.
So one thing that you've probably noticed, I'm not even wearing my glasses. One thing that you've probably noticed on this channel and a lot of the stuff that we do and we show, a lot of it is art based. And so we have from Cerulean Fox art, I believe. We have the Alphonse over here in this top corner. But another thing is the truck itself. And one thing that I really enjoy, when I was a kid, I wish I could draw. And I would try to draw. I just never, the big thing is, practice makes perfect. I didn't get any better, no matter how many times I tried. But one thing I do enjoy is art that is based off real objects and things that I have. And I got in touch with Julio Caesar, who owns J-Car Custom Art. And for those of y'all that have been in the car scene for a very long time, know of Chip Foose. So if you know of Chip Foose, give me a hand in the live chat. But one of the things is Chip Foose is famous for drawing vehicles and then customizing real vehicles to look like it. So he'll say he has like a 68 Charger. He'll draw one the way he wants it, the color he wants, the color he wants, and that's how they will actually customize it in real life. And so I wanted to do the same thing, but unfortunately I don't know how to draw, nor did I have a real clear idea of how the Raptor was going to be. So in honor of our current wrap on the Raptor, we have an art piece on it. And really? I'd like to keep it, and once we do the rewrap of it and the new one, I'll get another painting. But this is all hand done. It took about 2.5 months to complete. And what I didn't know at the time is he's actually out of Brazil. So this came through customs. So it got kind of damaged on the edges, but that's to be expected. I mean, hell, you can't even get good stuff shipped in the United States. But I do have it here behind me, and I'm going to go up to the camera and, y'all can give me y'all's review on it. Please, for the audience, just take a look at it. Say if you like it or not. And on my Instagram, I will share his page so you can see a lot of the other cars that he's done. He's also going to do a post for the truck. I need to watch the truck. But, a post with me holding the picture with the truck behind me.
Yes.
See.
I'm very excited, and I really like the way it came out.
See. It's really nice. It's a really nice piece drawn for the anime Raptor. What was it?
Plastic.
So as you can see, this is the anime Raptor
with the reflection
art piece
of our monitor in the back.
Yes. Leaks. Yeah. So this was a really well done, hand drawn piece of art. I believe this is color pencil on paper, right?
I think it was ink pen.
Ink pen on paper. Yeah. Really nice piece. He got the details of the truck great, from the hood decal to just getting the grill and rims looking how they do in real life,
So the actual images that they used were from Comic Palooza. Those were the most clear photos that I had of it, and I guess at the perfect angle for him to actually draw it. I would have it on display behind us, but the height of it is taller than the shelves would allow for. But I will need to figure out a way to hang it up and show it off. Either if y'all think I should show that off somewhere along the wall, or just have it in our other area of pictures and collectibles and stuff. But I think it was a great job, and I appreciate all the hard work. I mean, 2.5 months to do a drawing that's detailed. Not only that, but I like that he made the attempt to try to show the forged carbon fiber and not just did a black truck because he could have just as easily just done a black truck.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
It was great.
It's a 10 out of 10 piece right there.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Who was the artist again? One more time for the one time.
Julio Caesar.
Nice.
from J Car Customs.
Check him out. He did a great job with this piece, and the Fire Force wrap will forever be immortalized in that piece of art, even after 2 or 3 wraps down the line. You know.
This guy said 2 or 3 wraps down the line.
Yes, because Noah isn't gonna stop wrapping his red truck a different color.
Correct.
Next time it's gonna be purple.
It's funny you say purple, but
I do say purple. Anyways, I digress because I'm about to leak the next 4 wraps of the truck.
can I close my laptop?
Yeah.
Why not?
So now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth. Does anybody get that reference? Does anybody know what that is? Greatest show on earth?
No.
That is Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, when it was a circus.
And now we got copyrights.
Nah, they're not here no more. That's fine. All right, we are going to go into the second half and a segment called Mechanics Garage, something that I was working on, one of the few segments that we will be doing over the next couple of weeks. This segment will be us building a car, right? So we are going to have 2 different sections. We're going to have the type of build and the type of car we have to use. We are going to be rolling these dice to see which ones we get. This is totally at random, and we could have a 2-door that will have to be a Baja build, or we're going to have a dually that must be a stance. And the way we're going to do that is once we roll, we are going to go through our fantasy picks of how we would approach the build. And then afterwards, you can decide whose build sound the cleanest, sound the coolest. We're just gonna throw it to chat. But yeah, any questions? Any questions from y'all? Any questions from the chat?
We should say, and before we even start this, is the first time he presented it to us, none of it made sense.
Everything made sense.
We're like, what are you talking about?
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
What
are
do
talking
you
about?
mean?
But we are gonna get right
Copyright
into
strike.
it with Noah. Noah, you're gonna roll the 6-sided dice first,
Okay.
then the 8-sided. The 6-sided dice is gonna determine Noah's build. Are we doing the re-roll rule?
Do we allow one reroll?
Nah.
Okay, you get
All
what
right,
you get.
full
Get
send.
what you get.
All right,
Has to stay on the table.
has to stay on the table.
All right, Noah's rolling for his build. Noah got a 3. Noah's build is drag strip car, drag racer.
Oh yes,
You got a
Okay.
probably
drag
the
car.
easiest thing to
Yes.
to build.
All right, Noah, second roll. This is rolling for
Hold
the
on,
type
hold on.
of car.
It's 3 out.
No.
No, we can
No?
we can roll the same.
Okay, so we can. So if we all get 3, we're all building a drag.
Yeah, we're all building a drag car.
All right, and what's this one for?
This one's for the type of car. Now, before he rolls it, the types of car includes 2-door, 4-door, SUV, minivan, hatchback, pickup truck, dually, and a wild card. If you roll an 8, you can decide any of the 7. Now, once we pick one of those categories, we can choose. We have the freedom to choose whatever is in that category.
Okay.
So let's roll for type of car.
So this is basically car building, but D&D.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 8. That is a wild card.
Ooh.
What are you gonna do?
I'll
These dice are loaded.
I'll wait till the end.
Don't know
Okay,
what-
so you're gonna surprise us?
Yeah,
Okay. Or do you have it locked in, or you're waiting to see what we do?
I'm just waiting to see what y'all do. I don't
Is
want
that
to
in
build
the
the
rules?
same thing. I don't want to build the same thing.
Okay.
Let's just go for it.
Sal,
All
roll
right.
for build.
He almost punched his sprite.
Yeah. All right. So let me just move my laptop. Is there anything back there? Merge.
So Sal's gonna roll for build right now, and the builds include drift.
That's 2.
Sal has to build a rally car.
Right.
So to let y'all know, the builds are drift, rally, drag, stance, lowrider, and Baja.
Bah.
And he has 5, which is hatchback. He has to build a rally hatchback car. That is legit what they're built for. But okay, I'm about to get a lowrider dually. Okay, so I'm about to roll. So for my build, number 4, we have a stance car. I have to do Stancy boy. Yup,
He's
let's
gonna
get
get a
it.
dually stance.
So for my type of car, we are going with number 2, a 4-door.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say? 4 doors more. No, what a car are you?
More snores.
Let me see.
So you have 2-door, 4-door, SUV, minivan, hatchback, pickup truck, dually.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with an SUV.
Okay.
SUV drag car. I feel like I know what you're gonna pick. I know exactly what car you're gonna pick, but we will go in the order of rolls. So Noah, please announce your car to the world.
First off, what did you think I was gonna pick?
Chevy Blazer.
No,
Okay.
not even close. Lincoln Navigator.
I knew it. Okay, we've talked about that one before.
I want to win a race in a luxury.
luxury. That's what I'm saying. Raptor swap.
Plush seats.
Raptor swap the
Hold
Lincoln,
on.
man.
We didn't fully talk about the rules. If I pick a certain car, do I have to build the engine that it came with? I can put in whatever I want.
So this is a
Awesome.
fantasy build, no limit. Nothing was specified. We don't have a budget. This is your
We don't have a
car.
budget.
We don't have a budget.
We never have a
Unlimited
budget.
We don't
we
have,
never have a budget.
No. We just kinda
Lincoln
do
Navigator.
things. Lincoln Navigator. Okay.
All right.
Boom. Sal.
Rally hatchback.
Rally
Focus
hatchback.
RS.
Focus.
He's already halfway there.
That is legit.
What is it?
That is a rally car right there.
We're going to go. So I have a Stancy Boy
Stancy boy.
4-door.
4-door.
I'm going to go with a car that I will own one day. And I wasn't going to own the specific model, but I was going to own or the model, but not the trim, right? I'm going to go with an Evo 10.
Evo 10.
Evo 10 Stancy Boy.
Stancy boy. Evo.
Yes.
All right. All-wheel drive.
Yep. All-wheel drive. And of course, the way I'm going to approach it whenever it gets to my turn, Noah, remember we're going off the roll of the dice.
No, I was looking up other like 90s model SUVs to see
Yeah.
if I liked any of those, but no.
So where I'm going with mine is its stance, its looks. We're not going for power, right? We're going for like just Stancy Boy look. Okay. So we are. Anybody else in the chat? How are we feeling about our builds? I feel like Noah's is the odd one, right? We have would you say the Focus RX hatchback rally car? That one, I feel like that one's real. You know, the Evo Stancy Boy, it's real. You know,
Because y'all are cheating, that's why.
how are we cheating?
It's
You got
called
a wild
it's called a
card.
dream build, man. Meaning anything can happen, and y'all went with like what can actually happen.
What can actually happen? Yes, let me just put a Geo Metro Stancy car. Let's see. Lancer.
What are y'all looking up?
I just want to put it so for people who don't know.
Okay, so I shouldn't have closed my laptop.
So for people who don't know, I'll go with my car. Sal, can I get the thingamabobber? There you go. So for people who do not know, the Evo 10 was the I believe 10th generation, 7th or 10th generation hold on, Lancer from Mitsubishi, and it looks a little something like this. So it's a very aggressive looking car. You have the black front grille, you got the wang, you got the little splitter in the front. But just for reference, this is the car that I'm going to build for stats.
All right. You can go over to my screen. Can I do a wide?
Ready?
Hold on. Open image. A new tab. Sorry. All right. Right there, baby.
So this is Noah, and remember, it is a drag car.
It is a 2022 Lincoln Navigator in a two-tone tuxedo, white and black.
Yes.
But I'll do a full wrap on it because that's
That's
what
what-
heroes
That's what
do.
heroes do.
Because we're doers. So this is the truck that Noah's going, or not truck, I'm sorry, SUV that Noah is going to be building as a, and it fell. Drag a car.
Takes a drink out of my.
Now, Sal, are you ready for yours?
Yes, send it.
So this is Sal's.
He went to CarMax.
Yeah, boy.
He brought up the
Affordable
MSRP.
prices. So
Didn't someone we know had a Focus RS?
No, they had an ST.
Okay.
yeah, and I beat it in a race.
Yeah. Mustang?
Yeah. So 2016 Focus RS or whatever year you can get, they're all the same. So it's a Focus with a 6-speed manual and all-wheel drive because rally car. Coilovers. So there's a company that makes good like actual rally car coilovers for these. It's called Flat Out Suspension, and you can get like an actual lifted set of coilovers that works really well for that. Here's a picture of a Focus on coilovers doing Focus things. And then I have a specific set of wheels that I want, and that is the 1552 Tarmax. That's just, I like those wheels, so yeah. As far as wraps go, I'd probably wrap it like in a greenish color.
Green, like dark green?
Yeah, like dark green.
I can see that.
Dark green, white wheels, probably a matte dark green.
Nice.
Yeah, and then just straight pipe.
Straight pipe. Nice. Well, we're gonna get into the. We're gonna get into the more detailed areas are built right now, starting with Noah whenever he is ready.
Oh, I have a picture of the interior. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Big
Wow.
screen.
So many room for
Massaging
activities.
seats.
Massage seats.
Yeah, it was massaging.
Okay, so we have a Lincoln, and it gets me every single time we get in. I forget that the control for the seats is on the door.
So you're over there like
I'm like this. Oh, well, they can't see.
They
us.
can't see
They
us.
can't see us.
How are you?
Oh, I'm looking for the control for the seat over here. Where is this thing? It's on the door. Also, if you go back to the picture, can we turn the camera on when we go to mine?
Yeah, Joey has a mouse. So
Oh, Joey.
hit the little eyeball on the camera.
No.
So similar to ours, the park, reverse, neutral, and drive is right here. They're buttons. I am always looking for the shifter over here or over here, but it's buttons right on the dash. So that's something we got to learn to continue doing. But Lincoln Navigator, look how great that looks. Now, is it heavier? Of course it is.
Very heavy.
She's a little thick.
Thick, very thick. But
Like how many C's?
about 5.
About 5 C's.
So we're gonna
Oh,
have to
wow.
go over to yours because you can at least find build pictures for you. I need to like dig into it and like give examples from different vehicles.
Yes.
Okay.
I can find Stancy Boys off the rip.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But for mine, those y'all that have been around drag cars, a lot of it's just gonna be the rear end. So most of the Navigators are 3-row seating. I'm gonna be deleting the 3rd row of the seat and completely tub out the back.
Big tire?
For big tire.
Big tire.
So there's gonna be roll cage, big tire, tub out, but you can still have
Solid rear axle.
So the back seats are not going to be the comfortable seats. Unfortunately, those are going to have to go, but they're going to be aftermarket seats so that way people can ride along if they'd like, even though they probably won't let it at the track. But what the track don't know won't hurt them. But the front seats will be the massaging seats. Yes.
You got to get that massage while you're doing 10s and a quarter mile.
10s and a quarter mile, yes. Why did you pick your car?
So I actually really like the Focus RS, like just as a car. Like there's this one video of a dude herding sheep with a Focus RS. Like just in a field, just doing like donuts and stuff and like herding sheep, and I really like it. It's EcoBoost powered. Let's see what else. It's all-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. It has a drift mode.
Wow.
In case you do that kind of stuff. Then it just has a lot of like aftermarket support. Like, I know Subaru probably has a lot more rally support than the Ford one, but I'm a Ford guy, so Ford, here we go.
So the closest that I can get to what I want to build
Look what I found.
is this.
Not gonna show it, but it's a local San Antonio.
San Antonio lore.
Yeah.
Let me see. Open image, a new tab. It's gonna be blurry, of course, but
Good enough.
you can go to my screen, Joey. The closest I can get to it is this, which is a Toyota Sequoia. Now, just imagine the body of a Navigator, like that. Basically, what I want to do.
Approved.
Yes. So would you do anything to what would you put as far as engine goes? Let's swap the world.
Would you keep the EcoBoost, the 3.5 EcoBoost, and go ham with that, or
I would
you
want
do an
a
engine swap?
427. 427. No, that's the board.
Stroke and board 390 or
Three, yeah, like the Windsor.
Nice.
So the 427 blower, and my big thing is I just wanted to have the Navigator body with a nice looking dash
and a hood scoop out the
and a big old hood scoop out of the front and just American V8 sounds.
Coyote.
I mean,
Modern.
modern. I can still put a blower on that, right?
Yeah.
But like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're doing. Coyote, baby!
You're doing a 5.0?
5.0 liters.
5.0. Did you know that the new ones take like 10 liters of oil?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's out of
So it's a 10.0?
Nope. I'm gonna throw a mic at you.
10.0, baby. The Coyote?
I'm fighting you, dude. It's got Bill Bob brakes on it. Mister, I can't. This one over here, Mister, I can find it off rip, and he's still looking for it.
No, I'm just
I
looking.
know,
I'm
dude.
waiting for you.
Oh, go ahead.
This dude. This dude.
All right, switch.
So
to your
this is the
screen,
one
dog.
that I'm
Switch to your
liking.
screen. Switch to your screen, dog.
Oh, he can't. He needs.
I have a screen here.
Great job. Don't we have 3
No.
Nope.
HDMI?
We have an extra port. We just don't have the cable for it.
Jesus,
Nope.
man. Just
It's not in the budget.
who's the office manager around here?
Can we expense it?
Can we ask the landlord? No.
Can we ask the landlord? Do you have another HDMI cord?
So, this one is kind of like the build that I want to go with. So, as you can see to the right, you're going Stancy Boy, right? You're going somewhat tasteful rice, right? Tasteful rice. This
Like fried rice.
And so this one is, I feel like, a very sleek build, you know. I like the rims on this a lot, the wheels. You know, you're going stance, you're
Can
going a
you
little bit
zoom
of
into the
camber.
picture, please? I can't even see the wheels. Damn, was that so hard?
Yes. So these rims and the camber. Now, what I would do differently, I feel like the camber is offset, or staggered, I guess would be the thing, because it seems like there's
King.
Huh?
All day's asking if it's static or is it on bags.
static gang.
Static. Oh.
Yes. If you're going stance, if you don't throw a credit card under the car and it gets stopped by the lip, it's not real.
Yeah, but you can also do that with
Airbags.
airbag.
No, it's static. It's inconvenience or nothing.
Bags
So-
are for groceries. Gang.
Yes. So these are like the rims and kind of camber I'm going for. There's like a
You're never
image
coming over to my house ever again.
You just won't get past
You
the
won't
speed
get-
bumps.
He's like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
You know,
Hey guys, come get me.
Can we trailer the car over to the house?
We can't even get it on the trailer.
Yeah.
We can pick it up.
Static gang.
So something like this, something clean looking build, very aggressive looking, very like looks like you're going for racing, but it's not really a race vehicle, you know. Nothing engine. It's not a fast car. It'll be a loud car, of course. Nothing. I don't want it to sound like a lawnmower, you know, but just something tasteful.
It's a Mitsubishi engine. It's gonna sound like a lawnmower.
Never. So just something a little bit. I like the Evo Wing. I'd probably keep the Evo Wing. I do like the look of.
You wouldn't do a chassis mount?
No, I no.
I'd do a chassis mount on the Lincoln just because.
Just because.
Just because you said I had a limited budget.
Approved.
If you switch over to my screen, you can see a nice build.
I like the Vortexes, the Vortex creators.
Bam. It's not a Lincoln Navigator, but it is a ST Explorer, and I think it looks great.
So,
Yeah. Explorer. Or
my ex-boss bought a Edge ST,
Mhm.
and because they bought the ST one, they invited them over to the ST Experience, and they got to do basically just race like autocross in a bunch of like Ford manufacturer plated Edge STs.
Pretty cool.
So like apparently if you buy anything ST, you can get like that experience for really cheap.
What about the Raptor? Damn it.
The
It's not an
Raptor ST.
Huh?
It's not an ST.
It's a Raptor.
Well, if you would have bought it new, you would have gotten the
it can
Raptor
go
experience.
on and off road.
Can we throw
Just saying.
an ST badge on it? Oh, funny story. I went
has
to
a GTR badge.
It does.
Nobody ever asked that question, like why the truck has a GTR badge.
So funny story.
You can go back to the camera.
Real quick side note. So all our cars at one point had a GTR badge on it. I think Sal took his off, or you didn't put one on.
I didn't put one on.
So Noah has one. I
Mine
have
flew
one.
off when the rap guy washed it.
Yeah.
He's like, it's in the glove box because it flew off when he was pressure washing it. I'm like, damn, dude, how hard are you spraying?
What kind of pressure
So-
washer did you get?
We had an extra badge, and I decided to put it on the back of my phone. So now it's the GTR iPhone.
It's the world's first GTR iPhone.
I went to a friend's company Christmas party this past Wednesday, and one of our mutual friends was there as well because she works with him. And we're talking, and I put my phone down, and she just stops what she's saying, and she's like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "The badge." "Where'd you get that badge?" And I was like, "Oh, my buddy bought it on Amazon." and
Amazon.
I put it there. She's like, "Oh, I thought you went up to a GTR and debadged it and took the badge." And I was like, sounds very expensive. Like, let me borrow a GTR for the badge. But I just thought that was a funny GTR iPhone story because we were talking about badges. Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
End stream. Ends the live stream.
Badging. But okay. Noah, any final words on your build?
No, I just think it would be hilarious.
Yes. I still like the idea of the Raptor swap navigator. Just like 2022.
Listen, if we can get to a spot where we can just start building whatever we wanted, the Lincoln Navigator is going to be the base for everything.
Who's that dude with the diesel Mustang?
Weston Champlin.
When we get to that point and we just start building anything we can think of, it's gonna be
Lincoln
amazing.
Navigator Raptor.
North Park Lincoln, sponsor us.
Yeah. With the Lincoln, please, and all the other funds that we need to build this because we don't have those funds.
Yeah, we're broke. If you haven't noticed.
Yes. Sal, your build.
So I already went over part of it, coilovers and wheels. As far as power goes, that's a little interesting. I'm gonna go with Precision sells a kit called the NX2 for it. That is a bigger turbo than stock, and you can make about 400 wheel on it, stock bottom end. But of course, I'm not gonna go stock bottom end. I'm gonna go built engine.
Built, not bought.
So Tune Plus offers a built engine package that is good up to 650 horsepower. It is their only built engine package. Actually, you can upgrade parts of it to do like 700 plus, but that package I want is like 650 plus. I plan on doing 500 wheel.
The downside is CVF does not sell anything for the RS.
Whack.
They sell for the Focus ST, the Mustang EcoBoost, all of the F-150 EcoBoost, the Maverick, the Bronco, the Explorer ST, the Ranger, we have Edge ST, and of course the Raptors.
Do they sell for the Expedition? I didn't hear it.
No. But I believe F-150 like
Yeah, the F-150, depending on the engine, those
early EcoBoost F-150 stuff fits it.
Bet.
But yeah, Big turbo. Lord.
Big Turbsky. Lorge Torbsky.
Lord Torps.
Nice. But those are our builds. Mine was very much visuals over functionality.
Yeah, it's Stancy.
You know, it's Stancy boy. Noah's was big body boy going down the drag strip.
Woo! Yeah. No, I just want to be able to race. Okay, so even if it wasn't,
In comfort.
if
While
it was like,
watching
if it had to
Netflix.
be a street legal race truck, it would be funny to beat somebody in a Navigator with passengers because it'd be like, I got witnesses.
Did y'all
There's
see,
witnesses that you lost.
Did y'all see that one episode of it was like Street Outlaws, but they did a drag race where they all picked a different car, but one of them got I think the Hellcat, but it kept breaking loose, so they fit three people in the back seat to push down the back end, and it just took off.
Not to flex, but if y'all hungry, I got nacho fries. Just saying.
Weird flex, but okay.
Drag these. Yeah, like I mean, things like the Durango Hellcat and the Jeep Trackhawk, and just getting walked by those.
You know what I would actually really like? A 90s model Explorer Saline.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
The one with a 5-liter
Let me look. What? Yeah.
and a supercharger.
You know what's funny is that you don't find any of them, like not just the Saline, but the Explorers themselves in the junkyard.
Because
They're
fell
still
apart.
on the road.
Because they all fell apart.
No, I don't think so.
I haven't seen one on the road though.
And when you do, they're always just chugging along. They're always just
When you
chugging.
do, they have 500,000 miles. but
Yeah.
You never see them on the road.
Saline. Let me see. This one. Ooh, they did a red and gold one. That's what I want. Right here.
Make it put a screen up on the screen.
Oh, hold on. I can get
Leaks.
Oops. Oops. Hold
That's
on.
11.
Here it
F11
is.
big
I
dog.
got it. Yeah, that's as good as you're gonna get. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, yeah, that's good. You should be fine. You can see it.
Ta-da! Red screen.
I don't know what happened. Oh, there it is.
So this was by Celine.
Yeah, this
Yep.
was customized by Celine.
5-liter with a supercharger.
It's a 98 Ford Explorer, and it's supercharged. Is there any more pictures? Can I scroll down? Yeah, look at the little wing. Look at the little wing. And the bumper. Look at the side skirts. I didn't know they made a red and a gold model.
Iron Man's.
Look at that. Simple
Automatic.
column shifter.
And a super
And a
duper charger.
looks like a Paxton centrifugal supercharger. But it's the 5.0 push rod. Yay!
What's the one you have, right?
If this video gets 100 likes, we will put the engine in this room, in the studio.
If this video gets 100 likes, we're doing that. So if y'all want to see us put this in there.
Look, it's out.
We're putting the engine in this
That
room.
engine.
Huh?
We're
Not moving that
We're
engine.
moving the
Fine.
engine.
You can
y'all,
film when we move it, okay?
do y'all hear? We are going to move it. 100 likes. Let's get 100 likes. But yeah, that is our
We're
build.
moving it on stream.
We'll move it on stream. Yeah.
We'll have to get it here first because it's at your house.
Yeah. That's well. Okay. I didn't think that's true.
Yep. Off the 4 flights of stairs, we have to come up here.
You heard him.
It was about
You heard him. 100 likes.
100. Okay, 50 likes.
50 likes.
50 likes.
Yeah, because I like putting you guys to work. You think I'm gonna move it? Hell no. You're gonna do it for me.
Like I'm gonna back up to your house and then just like bring the cherry picker. We're gonna like.
You think the landlord would be mad if I bring it in here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How will they know?
The broken tiles.
That's what I was gonna say. The broken tile floors.
Yeah, I mean, this tile floor can barely handle the weight of us.
Okay.
Oh.
You guys are like 3 kids in a candy. Don't say that. We
'Cause we're
look
fat.
We look like we've been in a candy store.
Look, we spent too much time in a
It
candy
looks like we
store.
got locked in the candy store. But yeah, any closing remarks before I close out this episode?
Again, we have a lot of this podcast went from us just trying to film and figuring things out to now we have a ton of events coming up. We have second annual Raptors on the Ranch. We have the next Alamo HeroCon coming up. And it's great to see the progress that we've made. Stop. It's great to see the progress that we've made. And I've just had a lot of fun. And I hope you guys have too. Again, our video from Jumping for Joy is being currently in its stages of being edited so we can post it. When that comes out, I'll make a post. Raptorstrike will make a post. We'll all share it. Hopefully all y'all can see it and enjoy it. I had a really great day that weekend. It was a great cause. Any charities that y'all hear about, let us know. Or if you'd like to see Raptorstrike a part of it, we will try our best. But other than that, for everyone that's been watching since we started the stream, I know it's been 2 weeks. We really appreciate y'all showing up again. You had the last 2 hours to do anything else in the world, and you decided to spend them here with us, and we really appreciate it. Joey, Sal, anything else?
I'm just going to close out the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for behind the scenes content and updates. We'll see y'all again next week. And remember,
Behind the scenes.
Be cool and stay humble. We'll see y'all next week.